Ever notice how your life can look fine, but somehow nothing is actually changing? You're busy, you're trying, you're thinking about what to do next, and yet months pass, years pass, and you're still standing in the same place. If that feels familiar, stay with me, because there's an invisible trap keeping you exactly where you are, and most people never realize they're stuck in it. Here's the scary part. This trap doesn't feel like failure. It feels like preparing, like waiting, like being responsible, but it's quietly stealing your momentum. The invisible trap is this. You're waiting to feel ready before you move. Not lazy, not unmotivated, just waiting. Waiting for confidence, waiting for clarity, waiting for the right time, waiting to feel less tired, less scared, less unsure. And on the surface, that sounds smart, even responsible. But here's the truth most people never hear. Readiness doesn't come before action. It comes because of action. Think about how many times you've told yourself, "I'll start when I feel more confident. I just need to plan a bit more. Let me get my life together first. Next month will be better." I've said all of that more times than I can count, and every time it felt reasonable, but nothing changed. Because the real reason I wasn't moving forward wasn't lack of ability, it was fear, disguised as preparation. Fear of wasting effort, fear of failing publicly, fear of realizing you're not as good as you hoped. So instead of risking disappointment, you stay in thinking mode. And thinking feels productive, it feels safe, but it keeps you stuck. This trap is powerful because it protects your identity. As long as you haven't started, you can still believe you would be great if you did. Once you start, reality shows up. Mistakes happen. Progress feels slower than you imagined. That's uncomfortable. So your mind says, let's wait, let's prepare more, let's not rush. But what it's really doing is protecting you from discomfort at the cost of your growth. Here's the good news, though. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a life overhaul. You just need to escape this one trap. First, stop asking, "Am I ready?" That question sounds logical, but it's the wrong one. Instead, ask, "What's the smallest version of this I can start today?" Not the full plan, not the perfect setup, just the smallest, honest step. Small action breaks the illusion that confidence comes first. Confidence grows after you show up. Want to work out? Don't plan the perfect routine. Do 5 minutes, even 2. Want to start a project? Open the document. Write one bad sentence. Momentum doesn't come from big decisions. It comes from tiny movement. Next, lower the bar on purpose. Most people don't fail because they aim too low. They fail because they aim too perfect. You tell yourself, if I start, I need to do it right. No, you don't. You need to do it badly at first. Perfection keeps you frozen. Progress requires mess. Every skilled person you admire once struggled at the beginning. They just didn't quit during the awkward phase. If you're feeling burned out, it's probably because you're demanding excellence when you should be allowing practice. Give yourself permission to be a beginner again. Next, stop trying to fix your whole life. When you're stuck, it's tempting to think, "I need to change everything." Your habits, your routine, your mindset, your future. That's overwhelming, and overwhelm leads to inaction. Instead, focus on one area that gives you leverage. Sleep a little better. Move your body a little. Finish one small task you've been avoiding. Progress in one area creates energy for the next. You don't escape the trap by force. You escape it by flow. And here's the shift that really matters. Stop defining yourself by how much potential you have. Start defining yourself by this one thing. I'm someone who shows up, even when it's uncomfortable. Not perfect, not fearless, just consistent enough to keep moving. Some days you won't feel inspired. Some days you'll feel behind. Some days you'll doubt everything. Show up anyway. Not with intensity, with honesty. 5 minutes still counts. 1 step still counts. So let's recap. The invisible trap isn't laziness, it's waiting to feel ready. You escape it by starting before confidence, by lowering the bar, by focusing on one small change, by becoming someone who shows up, not waits. Here's what I want you to do tonight. Pick one thing you've been postponing, just one, and take the smallest possible step towards it. 5 minutes, no pressure. Don't try to change your life, just try to move. Because once you move, you're no longer stuck. Let's improve together.